Hi, how are both of you doing today?
We're very
Good.
well.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I really enjoyed this film, and is a line in here that I love so much when it's said that you're powerful, but you can be magnificent when you work with others. And I really
Mm.
think that that's something that we all need to learn how to work well with others, how to learn how to ask for help. And I wanted to know for the both of you, is that something that either of you have struggled with, or how are you making sure that you learn how to ask others for help when you need it the most?
That's a very good
Boy,
question.
that's
That's
a
like
really
the
good
first question
question.
I've had that's a bit different.
Have you got anything in your mind?
I do. I think I personally struggle with asking for help. I love being able to do things on my own and to be able to achieve them on my own so that I always can take the credit for being able to pursue it and do it. It's also a flaw of mine. I wouldn't say it's a strength by any means, but I think filming the movie, I found myself asking for help with Harry so much more than I thought, and be like, oh, I'm lost. I really need your help to help guide me again. So I think that's a really big lesson that I learned, and I think being able to go actually with Enola on that journey of just being able to trust others and letting that wall down and being able to ask for help is really important for young women to understand that you can pave your own path, but you can also have allies walking with you on that.
Yeah. Yeah, and because it's like the old idea that perhaps sometimes one could be too proud to ask for help. That's part of that's a Nola's problem, not necessarily not clearly yours, but that's a Nola's issue. I think that you know, from my point of view of my job, people think the directors make all the decisions. Well, up to a point we do, but I will take a good idea from anyone, and I will have my ears open for anything. And in fact, when an actor comes on the stage, like Millie does, the first thing you do is let's see what she does. We are all looking for help from others. We're all seeking ideas, and that's the joy of collaboration. So I think that's probably the thing that chimes most for me, the joy of collaboration in the creative field we work in and in others. Just don't be proud, and if someone's got a good idea, take it on.
Hear him out. Yeah. And I will add to that, Harry on set, I mean, it could be anyone. I mean, even to art department, if they say, oh, we think that maybe if you walked over here though, then we could see this part of the set. It's like Harry's like, great idea, we will do
better idea, better
idea.
than mine. And let's do that.
I mean, you've got to think there's like 200 people that work on our set, from the guys outside, from the people inside. So to be able to have that collaboration, and there's no limitations on the person that can add that opinion in.
It makes life so much easier. I kind of want to talk to directors about this a lot, because you want to walk on with your eyes open. And so what have we got here?
Yeah.
There was a great director called Robert Altman that many of you may still be fans of, and he used to say, let's see what the talent offers.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you get the best. So,
yeah.
That. But I like that you mentioned the importance of allies, because I think it was really important how Enola was fighting for people, that the world had given up on. And no matter where you are, there's always someone in a room somewhere that's fighting for you that you don't necessarily know at the time. And I wanted to know for the both of you, like, who were some of those allies for you, helping you in this industry, fighting for you when you didn't even know it?
Oh boy, yeah, I had a real father figure, a mentor who was one of my first producers, and who I could always go back to and work with. If I had because it's difficult in our business, is that sometimes you find it's difficult to find your tribe. You've got to find the people with whom you have really good relation. I have tremendous relations. I'm not just saying that because we're here, but with the people at Legendary, they are really my brothers and sisters in this collaborative process. But when things are tough, there have been people. There was a producer called Tony Garnett, who I went back to again and again, and he would always pick me up when I had a bad experience. And and probably my mom, to be honest, she helped me get my first job. She wrote a little letter to somebody once, and she was a great and Jane, oh my goodness, Jane Houston, the best script supervisor. She's so good a script supervisor. She's an executive producer on this film. She is our one of our North Stars. We never move on from any scene unless Jane gives it her seal of approval.
Seal of approval. I mean, I sometimes, Harry will be on set watching the actual scene, and Jane will be in her warming tent watching, and then Harry will go, was that good, Jane? Are we clear with Jane? Are we clear with the oracle?
The oracle.
The oracle. And Jane would say, we're good.
Yes.
And she's beyond, I mean, really, like, I
Yeah.
would go to her for anything personally as a woman, but also as my character. She knows Enola as well. Very, very much.
Yeah, and this is the script supervisor, someone whom some people, directors don't even talk to their script supervisors. This woman is a genius.
She is.
Spread the word.
Spread
Jane Houston.
the word.
Jane Houston for Queen.
Yes. Yes, very much.
Look, I am going to spread the word for everyone, but I want to thank the both of you for just taking time out of your day to speak with me. I really appreciate it. And I'm just sending love and light both your ways. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. We loved your questions.
Yes, very good questions.
Really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you for asking. You know, one of the things that I really love about Sherlock is how he struggles for help, because I think that is something that's so relatable to all of us on why it's so hard to ask others for help when we need it. And one of the things that I wanted to ask is that something that you've struggled with? And if so, what are some ways that you learn how to kind of encourage yourself to ask others for help when you need it?
That's a good question. I don't know if I struggle with it. I realize that sometimes, certainly, there are real benefits to asking people for help on certain things, and other times it can muddy the waters. And so I think it's a case by case type of thing. I think it really helps when you just get a different perspective sometimes, and other times it's incredibly useful when you realize someone else has a skill set which is far more advanced than your own, and so you can actually lean on that person. Rather than just take their advice, you get to lean on them, and then that clears you up to do what you're good at. And that, I find, is really helpful. Reminding myself of that, saying I don't have to do it all because there's someone to my left or to my right who are really good at that thing which I'm trying to do and I'm struggling with, which is causing me to do a job which is half as good at the thing which I am good at. And so it's about delegation, I suppose. Delegation for the ultimate goal of getting things right.
Now, see, I struggle with delegation too. So I'm going to write that on my vision board for next year.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like that you bring that up because, I mean, Sherlock finds his allies in this movie. There's people that are helping him that he doesn't even know, that they are. And I think that I love the fact that it kind of showcases how no matter where we are, there's someone in a room somewhere that's fighting for us. There's someone that's trying to help us and we don't even know it. And I wanted to know for you, like, who are some of those allies that have helped you either professionally or personally that have really gotten you to this point of where you are? Who are those people that have been fighting for you?
Oh, well, the easy answer is the likes of Leah Jima, my chief of staff, who is an absolute godsend. And she's someone who keeps the whole machine running at all times. Without her, it would be a complete disaster. And of course, Natalie Viscuso, my girlfriend, she is also an absolute godsend. And without her, I wouldn't be in this position that I'm in now.
I love that. But I mean, also too, we get to see a vulnerable side of Sherlock. I was like, okay, thank you for giving us some emotions in this film. I mean, how was it actually showing a different side of Sherlock that we're not used to in other variations?
Well, the thing about this universe in particular is that it's the only universe that Sherlock exists within that has Enola. And so we have the opportunity to have an emotional connection there. Without losing too much of the original core of what and who Sherlock is. And it's fun to play that. I enjoy it. And it's nice to give the audience something slightly different. Because Sherlock's been played so well by so many people. And I doubt I'm going to outperform them. So I might as well give it something a little different. And Enola Holmes is the perfect place to do it.
Well, look, we're going to put some respect on your name too, because I love your variation of Sherlock as well, okay? Got to give you your props too. But look, I just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with me. It really, really means a lot, so I appreciate you. And I
appreciate you.
I'm sending nothing but love and light your way. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You too. You too.